You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Wanna come round there like a bad boy, do it. Want all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, bottle up. Rolls on my ear saying storms, don't do it. Double on my shoulder, I don't lack. Getting with the business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm bar, I'm so easy right, but there's no car and no match. What you talking about? Clown, stand down. Never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had them, then look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Said not that, I can't wear those. I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent, they're all weirdos. Like yeah, storms don't clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them a calm, but you see my don there. Tell them don't do it, don't dare. Don't care who you know from my block. You're not Al Capone, they can take my car and my creps. I'll still do the road in my socks. Like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man. I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. You ain't ready for my new stuff. You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family thing, straight family thing. Dumb man, I broke no salary thing. Had a young thing called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie thing. Hashtag Murky Academy thing. You were like art and the gallery thing. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan in my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I go Maggie, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man stressed, so I'm bound to like my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out rude, but you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for a diss. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man, love, put my name in a random flag, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I'll learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this with new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness. I just killed this cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again, the sound the engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use it. Your hormones probably switch inside your DNA. Problem is, all that inside your DNA. Daddy probably snitch, heritage inside your DNA. Backbone don't exist, born on side a jellyfish I gauge. See my pedigree, most definitely don't tolerate the front. Like been through probably a ferocious DNA. Born inside the beast, my expertise checked out in second grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've done so well, hit cartwheel in my estate. And I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to, antisocial extrovert. And excellent meaning extra work. And absentness, you hurt. And passiveness never struck my nerve. And that's a riff gonna be this case. The reason my power's here on earth. Salute the truth from the prophecy. I got loyalty, got royalty. Heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the maker emeritus. Tell me something, you can't tell me nothing. I'd rather do than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation. Your DNA an abomination. This how this when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows. I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi through the cameras, eat it 4 daughters, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on the Monday, stretching to the fan, watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise, I just penetrate. Money, these are the breaks, these are the times. Level number 9, look up in the sky. Tennis on the way, sinners on the way, on the way. I got winners on the way. You ain't without a on your belt. You ain't without a ticket on your plate. You ain't sick enough to pull it on yourself. You ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate. Tell me when destruction gonna be my fate. Gonna be a fate, gonna be our fate. Peace to the world, let it rotate. Money, DNA.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, amen, yeah. Amen. That boys in that can't win. Can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember them was honest. We was the drive them hunters. Then we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Show up, baby, hold up, glow up, boy, don't touch, we flow up, yeah, I'm laughing to the bank, all new blue Benny Franks, pulled up on him in the tank, yeah, that guy just a rap guy, I'm so mad flying, he ain't, let me back, I gave me until I was going on, I'm Miami, they all cornballs, they can't stand me, I finesse, all them. I hear, get a plan. Old school, that my whoa. On the low. Got screen on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen. Yeah. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Gonna. Did it like my persona. Gonna. Remember them was honest. We was the drive them hunters. Then we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. I walk up in demons, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed with the Fanta. All them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, pass the Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Yeah. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Gonna. Did it like my persona. Gonna. Remember them was honest. We was the drive them hunters. Then we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking.
thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
LOV on my right leg, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying? LOV on my man, that's Poochie. Dig what I'm saying? Caught a little jet lag, but I'm golden. Yeah, we deserve it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Rivers' Chargers.
All right, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look inside the intimate StubHub Center here in Carson. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Rivers now. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them, Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 20. Yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, it's Bell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll go again with Bell. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Roethlisberger will throw. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run with Whitlock, the fullback. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A toss play. Gordon, a little juke. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 55 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 10 yards still left on second down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And now running right through it. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Ready? Detroit! Leopard!
Following the interception here, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action. Rivers. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Play fake. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Ready? All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passers by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run it with Bell. And some room to roam now. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I am shocked that they would go for it there. Talk about a gutty call. But that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Here's a give to Bell running left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
You've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Gordon, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Steelers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Toss play, Connor. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. That one good for 7 that time. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
What would you have said to me if I told you in pregame that Big Ben and Antonio Brown wouldn't have hooked up until the second half?
I would say that they'd be losing, and they are.
Yeah, they are, and they've got to find a way now to continue to connect and try and get their team back in this game.
Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 43 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Defense showing blitz. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This is Gordon. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run it here with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Play action now. Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Red zone opportunity. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, that is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Rivers here to throw, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Bell. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 33. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Roethlisberger will hand a counter, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike. And clicking, they think that they can bottle. Yeah, 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 yeah.